Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Calm. How are you guys doing today? Hopefully, you're doing great. I am Coco Shikari.
And it's your boy Cam. And today we have a special guest with us, our man Jordan. How you feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling good, feeling great.
Glad to have you here.
Wonderful. Looking good. Okay.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
He
I
came up
tried.
in
Got
here.
got the merchandise and everything.
Come on, merchandise.
Speaking of merchandise, how are you guys liking our fits? How's everybody liking the fits?
We giving it today.
Everybody loves it. Everybody loves it.
Yeah, I
Well,
see
you
it.
can find this at the PVAMU bookstore.
Correct. But I have something to say. It just always seems like you're always trying to copy me. Like I feel like I get the sweater, you get the sweater. I get the shirt, you get the shirt.
Did you forget that we get it at the same time?
I don't remember that.
Of course he doesn't. Of course. Anyway, we're looking wonderful, whether we're matching or not. We match every week.
We do, and we look good while doing it.
Y'all can find it at the bookstore.
Because that's an iconic duo.
Period. Jordan, how are you doing today? How you feeling?
Feeling great. Just a wee bit nervous.
Nervous for
Yeah, just a wee bit. We got
what?
people looking at me.
What?
You know,
That's the cameraman.
I'm behind
What?
the camera. I'm never in front of the camera.
Well, it's a what is it? How do you say the saying? It's a new I don't know what I'm trying to say.
A whole new world.
Not a whole new world.
I am so done. Okay, well.
Oh, it's the
of
first
all,
time for everything. There it is. I got it. First time for everything.
Well, welcome to the Calm. I hope you're excited to do this interview. So, have you been watching March? Like, tell us what your perspective has been of March.
So far it's good. It's a little different. I will say that because I guess I kind of expected it to be kind of like Drumline, like that real fake, that wannabe version of what band is. But however, it's pretty accurate for what it is. Like it can't give you all the tea, but it gives you a decent amount of like what we actually did and like just all the things that were a part of being in band.
Okay.
Well, wait. Did y'all hear what he said? Wannabe.
Wannabe.
I love how you
Wannabe.
described that. So that means that you feel that March is real.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that.
Okay, so like according to their experiences, do they match up with yours? Like when you were in band, because you were a previous band member. I don't know if anybody knew that Jordan used to be in band. Tell us like what section you were in. Tell us what all you did, and then answer the question for me.
So I was in band for 4 years. So from my freshman year to when I graduated, so 2016 to 2020, I played cymbals in the drum line for literally the entire time. I was section leader for 3 years, I believe. And honestly, it's changed because it was a little bit rougher back then simply because, like we had to be in the parking lot at Hobart at, I think, 4:45-ish. And we would work out, and then the doc would be like, okay, keep up. And then he would just take off running. Little did we know we were about to run across the entire campus. So we would start at Hobart. We would run all the way to juvenile justice without stopping. Mind you, this is still 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm sleepy. And then a.m.
Oh,
just to do
Lord,
more
Lord.
workouts in juvenile justice parking lot. Then we go run all the way to MSC, do even more workouts. Get back to Hobart, even more workouts. Then a water break, and then more workouts.
So y'all was fit. So what you're really trying to tell me is y'all was getting ready for the army.
Honestly,
y'all was soldiers. Y'all was about to enlist. That's what this really was.
That's what it felt like. Cause Doc I think he was in the Navy or something similar.
That explains
So yeah, it was rough.
Yeah, I hear that.
All that running.
Could you have ran that much?
You ain't gonna get me at 4 o'clock in the morning. I tell you that.
Child, you wouldn't get me at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, evening. Okay?
So dead. Nah, that's a lot of running and sound like a strict. Not even just like, just real strict. And I hear for our guests that we've had on previous shows, it's felt like they said the same thing. So y'all experiences are aligning. And so like, it shows definitely in the performance and y'all relationship. So we definitely see it.
Okay, but have they ever said 4:45 a.m. though?
I don't know. I feel like that's a common thing though.
Okay, so you said you played trombone.
No, play cymbals.
Oh, cymbals. Okay, so explain to us like how hard it was to get to learn the music and everything.
So it was a lot different because with like the horn players, they had actual, sheet music versus with cymbals, it was kind of like, here's the part, I'm going to show you the part 1 or 2 times, catch on. And so there was nothing, everything was from memory. Nothing was really written down at the time. Like now things are all written down. Back then it was, okay, I'm gonna send you this recording on GroupMe, you know, learn it in the next hour or two. And so it's difficult trying to learn something that you can't really hear because you know how GroupMe quality is. It's like, it's garbage. And so you just gotta kind of work through it even though you can't see it.
Okay. And again, apologies. You did not play trombone. He played cymbals.
Put some respect on
Cymbals.
the man.
I'm gonna put some
on him.
respect. Apologies.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Anyway, okay. After this commercial, we will be right back to finish our interview with Mr. Jordan Dines. See you guys.
Freedom. It's at the core of who we are. The freedom to live without fear, to jog where we please, to wear a hoodie. The freedom to breathe. Before we celebrate the freedom most Americans have, we must fight for the freedom all Americans deserve. Because all lives can't matter until Black lives matter.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Com. I'm Cam,
And I am Coco Shikari.
and today, oh well, I already said today, but we're continuing the conversation that we had with our boy Jordan.
Yes. Jordan, okay, so talk to us how you've transitioned from band into the real world because we see you out there doing that camera work. We see the logo, the brand on the jacket. Let us know what's been going on with you.
So like I said, I graduated in 2020. So that transition was real abrupt because, like I tell people, I went on a never-ending spring break. So we went on spring break, and then that was it. So COVID happened, and been on spring break ever since. And so it's been a weird transition because I would practice from 5 o'clock to 10 o'clock every day, and so now I have all this free time. I'm like, okay, what do I do with myself? I have all this time. And so I transitioned, graduated and went and worked at HEB. Yeah. Got to start somewhere. So went and worked at HEB, and then I got a job in the wedding industry. So for filming weddings and things like that. And after, I think, I started that in February. By October, I quit and I work for myself full time. I have my own company.
Yes.
I go and film weddings everywhere, every weekend, and it's amazing because now I get to do what I want to do. I'm my own boss, and nobody can tell me what to do.
Well, congratulations. Can we hear it for Jordan? Let's hear it for Jordan, y'all. It's been, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. So how do you think band has prepared you for the real world, your job, living life? Like, how do you think that has prepped you for that?
So with band, we had to hold ourselves accountable for a lot of things. And honestly, without that experience, I probably wouldn't be able to hold myself as accountable because, working for yourself, there is no one over your shoulder saying, hey, you need to get this done by today. Hey, you need to do this so you can do this. And with band, it's like, okay, I see what I got to do. I have a goal in mind. This has to get done. And so now I hold myself to that. And so now that kind of ties into each other. And it's just, honestly, without that, I probably would be sleeping, till 12 o'clock every day, getting out the bed and not really starting work till 2 o'clock and then be back in the bed by 3.
Yeah, but that 4:45.
Yeah, at 4:45 now, I can literally get 4 or 5 hours of sleep because sometimes weddings will end at, 1, 2 o'clock, and then I have an early shoot the next day. So now I can get 4 or 5 hours of sleep, and I'm up. I'm excited. I got energy.
So you said that you have like a new wedding or a new gig every weekend. What do you do during the week?
So during the week, I'm I'm really at home with my dogs. So
Okay.
that's
Dad.
every day I'm at home with my dogs, but I'm editing, I'm networking, reaching out to brides, reaching out to even PV alumni. I actually just booked a PV alumni. I booked her wedding last week, and so I'm just constantly reaching out, networking, creating content, and then just trying to give back. So like if I see like a PV student is like, hey, I want to, get experience in weddings, or I want to get experience doing video, whatever. I'll be like, okay, come along with me and we'll go do a wedding. I'll show you what, some things that I know. I'll let you
Yes.
use some of this equipment that is kind of hard to obtain because honestly, my camera is $7,000. And so, but
That's a car.
it
For
is.
some
It literally is. But it's nice to I wish I had someone to give me that experience with these cameras and like yeah we have it at at PVM and TV, which back then we didn't even have microphones. But and so it's just nice be able to give back and then expose more people to this industry because it's a great industry and nobody really talks about it.
That's cool. Okay, so let's bring it back to March real fast. What do you think was not really portrayed nicely on the show, or that you would have wanted to see on the show with the marching storm?
That's a good question.
I kind of wish they showed a little bit more of like how game days and practices are like. Yeah, they kind of get that it's stressful, but it's another type of stress because you literally have everybody looking at you, and not even just that. So there are tons and tons of Facebook groups and YouTube channels and everything that are dedicated to seeing people mess up. I've been on there once because I actually fell during homecoming.
Oh Lord!
My stool fell and I fell, and so
And you went rolling,
yeah, and
I would have went rolling.
it's
Laughing.
it's hard because yeah, you have all these people looking at you, but you also know that it's on video. So any mistake you make will be they're gonna zoom into you and make a gif out of you, and so it's just that pressure. It's hard to really put it on TV because it's just a
Yeah.
different type of pressure unless you're actually physically doing it.
Yeah, I definitely feel that.
When you fail,
Yeah,
in that moment, what was rolling in your mind? Like, what was happening in your mind?
I can't
Any
say
grass
what really
burns?
went in my mind,
uh-huh.
but it was just a lot of cussing and fussing,
Ooh.
and then I just kind of got up and was like, "Oh, okay, well, what do I do now?"
Yeah.
So what happened, like, post, I guess, after, like, what was the conversation? Were they like, what happened? Or are you okay?
Did
Or was it
Dr.
just
Zachary
like,
say anything?
is
Like,
Doc kind of consoled me. However, everybody else it was kind of like, "Why you fall?" I'm like, "What do you mean? I can't control, the stool. The screw came out of the stool, and the stool fell.
broke.
Yeah, the stool broke,
poor,
and I
poor
was in the
son.
front of everyone because this was homecoming. I'm not gonna tell you what year because I don't want nobody to go back and
up
look
the
at it.
video.
I'm gonna put it on YouTube. Prairie View band student falling during homecoming.
That's not me then.
Viral
That's not gonna be me. That's somebody different.
Viral moment.
Viral.
Okay, so since we brought up Dr. Zach, real quick, could you tell us about your experiences with him, your relationship with him? Like,
not
give
the
us a little
laugh.
brief
Wait,
something.
it was the laugh for me. That made
Yeah.
me nervous.
Yeah. So when I first met Dr. Zach,
Mhm.
he was very, very intimidating to the point where my mom was kind of like, "Oh, he finna get you right.
Yeah.
Like you was playing in high school. He finna get you right." And once you get to really know him and you learn to how to approach him, then he's he's always a good person. But it's easier to hold a conversation with him because if you go in there not knowing what you want, not knowing how to talk to him, it's not gonna go your way. And so you start thinking of things. Okay, how is Doc gonna respond to me? Is he gonna say I'm doing something stupid and I should know, or is he like what exactly is gonna happen? Let me really think through what I'm about to say because he's gonna give me the real no matter what.
He just gonna give it to you straight. Gonna break your heart, hurt your feelings, make you cry. You
Yeah.
done called your mama. I see.
Yeah.
My gosh. Well,
That's
we
about
already
what we
know.
hear about from everybody.
Yeah, Dr. Zach can make somebody cry. That's what we usually
But in a
hear.
good way. In a good way. We don't
It's
wanna make him
life
seem like
lessons,
a,
yeah.
a horrible person, but in a good way.
Well, it's been wonderful. We absolutely have loved you on the show. Did you enjoy your time?
Yeah, I did. You gotta bring me back.
We do
Yes,
gotta bring you back. We do
we
gotta
can
bring
get
you
this
back.
part two. You guys can catch us next week on Sunday at 8:05 p.m. right after March. See you guys next week.